Hello and welcome to Timeout Table with Jesse and Daniel. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Daniel.
What are we talking about today, Daniel?
Today we are recapping the last year, 2020.
Last year, 2020. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, everybody.
That was I'd say a long year, but it went past surprisingly quickly, for me at least.
Yeah, it was pretty absurd year, but...
Pretty absurd?
Yeah, pretty.
Very absurd.
Yeah.
Crazy year. I mean, I remember the swine flu, because obviously 2020 is mainly about the COVID situation. That's what it's going to be remembered for, at least. And I remember the swine flu, but it was nothing like this.
I don't even remember swine flu. The one flu I remember is the bird flu.
Oh,
that
the
was
bird
like
flu too.
2008, 9.
Yeah, that was way before the swine flu.
Yeah.
The swine flu was about 2010,
I don't
11,
know.
12, 2010, 11, 10 maybe.
Maybe, but I don't remember anything about the swine flu. It wasn't like that big of a deal.
Swine influenza 2009.
Okay.
So the bird flu was right before that then, I think.
Well, I think I was in 3rd or 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I just have this vivid memory about I'm being at school and our teacher is like, it's like, I believe it was somewhere around February or March, and everybody was like talking about that when the spring comes, the bird flu will when the birds come back to Finland, the bird flu will be like
a big problem, but that never happened.
No, but our teacher was like scaring us that he said something like that, we'll see how many dies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and we were like in 3rd grade. He was pretty...
Oh my god, no.
He was pretty manly teacher.
You don't say that to children.
No,
oh my
but
god.
he said, that's like the one memory I have. We're just walking. It was is it called PE teacher? The one who...
PE teacher?
Sports, like...
Oh,
It's PE teacher, isn't it?
Physical education?
Yeah. Well, that teacher who like is in charge when...
Of the gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics and those. So we're just walking...
Physical activities.
Yeah. And we're just walking in outside, and it's somewhere around February, and I just remember that he just says that we'll see how many dies now when the birds come back.
Holy crap. I would have been scared shitless. I remember the bird flu too. I remember seeing it on the TV, on the news a lot, but I never it never made it here.
No, it was pretty big hype because everybody was waiting for spring.
Yeah, everybody was waiting for spring for the birds to fly back here, but it never came. The swine flu was different. I remember didn't it start? Maybe my memories are getting skewed now due to all the news about COVID. But I think it started in a similar way where someone flew here and they brought with them the swine flu, and then it spread. But it didn't spread anywhere near to the extent that COVID did.
No.
But it was still something that people were very concerned about. And I remember myself being very concerned about it until someone told me that I have nothing to worry about since I'm young and I don't have any medical conditions or long-term conditions that would make me more vulnerable to the virus. But I was concerned nonetheless. And then I remember the vaccine came, and that brought with it some problems. People got very sick from it.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of us in our school got very high fever from the vaccine, which was ironic because that was what the virus did to you. And the virus, I remember, was very dangerous if you ended up getting a lung infection. with it. That was when it got dangerous. But anyway, so people got very sick, and a lot of people got this. What do you call it when you find it hard to stay awake? This illness.
It's narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy, yeah. One of my friends got narcolepsy from this. Yeah, and I think it was it was more dangerous for young people, children. Or the chance of getting narcolepsy was higher in children than it was in adults. And one of my friends got it, and I remember after, I'd say a few months after we got the vaccine, he would stop showing up to school. And he came every once in a while, and I hadn't known him for a very long time before that, so I just assumed he was very lazy. But the poor guy got sick, and he explained to us later, when I think he didn't know what was going on. I think he was also concerned, but he told us later on that he just couldn't stay awake. He would wake up in the morning, go have breakfast, and just fall asleep, just not having enough energy to do anything, and just falling asleep, waking up a few hours later, realizing that he's late for school, too late for school, in his opinion, and would just go back to sleep. And then we'd go to his house after school and make fun of him because he slept all day again. And he would also laugh about it because he didn't know what was going on until someone probably told him that he got it. And he's okay now. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, but last I heard of him, he didn't have the condition anymore. So that's very good. And I hope most of the people that got it back when they got the vaccine are okay now, that it wasn't permanent. But it was still a long time. I remember it was years that he had it. Yeah. And it's pretty devastating.
Well, that's like the only thing I remember from the swine flu. It's the complication that came after the vaccine, that some people got narcolepsy. And I think that right now when the COVID vaccine has come, or they're like giving it already here in Finland and all parts of the world. So I think that some people still remember that swine flu vaccine.
And they're concerned.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Are you concerned about?
No, I don't. No, a little bit, because it's a whole new way of making a vaccine. I don't know have you read about it? They use mRNA instead of. They take the mRNA, which can't by itself do any harm to you, and they take that and they give it to you with like in a traditional way you would take the virus itself, I think.
Yeah, there are like what I know. There are like two ways you can, or vaccines have worked, or they make vaccines. It's like they give. The one way is that they give you like a small part of the virus so that your body itself makes antibodies, or the other way is that they just give it the vaccine that has like those antibodies.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, this, at least the Pfizer one and the other company that I always forget the name of, that made the vaccines that are, Pfizer's is 90% effective and the other one is like 95% effective. They are supposed to be safer, a lot safer, because they use mRNA.
Messenger RNA.
Messenger RNA, yeah, okay. So that is basically, I'm not a biologist, I'm not an expert.
You're not?
I'm not, no.
Oh.
I'm not an expert in this, but the messenger RNA is basically like giving your body like a picture, showing it like here is what the virus is like, and now you go and make antibodies.
Yeah, pretty much. That's like messenger RNA is used to when we code proteins from DNA.
Right. So it's not dangerous. It can't do any harm by itself. The messenger RNA is not.
Yeah.
It can't do anything.
It's like we are giving, like, as you said, we are giving a
like a picture.
Yeah, a picture
or a guide.
A guide how to build those proteins. Yeah.
How to build the protein. Yeah. So I am gonna take it, but I am not gonna be rushing to take it. Instead, I will be more like I will continue to be careful not to move around in very crowded areas. And when the people that really need the vaccine, when those people have gotten it or have had the chance to get it, after that I will go and get it myself. But before that, I will just continue to be careful and let the people that really need the vaccine take it first.
Do you even know how that is like scheduled right now with the vaccines here in Finland?
No idea.
I guess they are giving the vaccines to obviously to the people who need it the most first. Yep. Children come first, and maybe older people, and us. We are in like
the ones that are at risk. Get it first.
So we will get it, like we are the last ones to get it, because we are like healthy and young adults. Healthy white males.
Yeah, let's not go there.
No.
We can cut that out. But anyway, that was not really about 2020, but no. So what? How did 2020 go for you? What will be the? What will you remember the year for?
Well, the thing that I remember, obviously, Corona, but I remember also Kobe Bryant passed away in the beginning of 2020, and that was pretty big news.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And well, I've never been a basketball fan myself, but obviously
he was a very influential person.
Yeah, he was like his like influence spread like over, like it was like
I'd say nations that don't really watch basketball knew who he was.
Yeah. So I knew who he was, and I've seen some of his clips on YouTube, and he was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but Kobe is up there with him.
Right. Yeah. For me, it would have to be COVID, number one. And number two, the whole election thing.
I forgot it.
The US election, which, believe it or not, it's a big event even outside of the US.
Yeah.
Because the US has so much influence over the rest of the world, or the West at least. So it's a big event. And I remember following it, not too closely, but pretty closely, because I'm invested myself in the US economy, so it concerns me. So when, oh man, the moment when Trump said that he's not gonna leave office if he doesn't win, I got a little bit scared. I gotta say,
yeah.
I like a little bit of poop made it into my pants, because if he would have refused to leave office, that could have led to a civil war, which is not good for the economy. So yeah, that was a concern I had for a while. But yeah, COVID and the election.
Yeah, I forgot about the election already, but it is big news also here in Finland. You can't miss it, or you couldn't miss it.
I would say it's easier to miss our own election than it is to miss the US one, because the US one is so covered everywhere in the world, and if you spend any time on the internet, you will see stuff about the US election, even if you're not from there.
But I'm just glad that the age of Trump is already over. Like, I wasn't the US the president in the United States is like 4 years in office.
Yep.
Here in Finland we have 6 years.
Yeah.
So like 4 years of Trump, I got pretty tired pretty fast when Trump got elected. It was like media loved to hate him.
Media loved to hate him. He's the kind of guy you love to hate. Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't...
We're not saying he didn't do great stuff. He did do a lot of good stuff for the US economy, but he was a character.
Yeah, he was more like a character. But then again, all the US presidents, you have to be a character.
You have to be a character.
Think about
That's
Kennedy, Clinton,
right.
All those.
Right. But he was the kind of character that you would not like expect to be president.
Yeah. Well,
if you saw his tweets, like if you went on his Twitter and you saw what he tweeted without knowing he was the president, no way you would expect him to be the president of the United States.
Yeah, that's like crazy to think that like the most powerful nation, well, you can argue that Russia is also...
and China.
Yeah. But one of the most powerful nations has like a leader that's like tweets something like that, and I think that when you compare him to Obama, like Obama was like president. When I think about how a president should look and act.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, Obama he had the act like.
He did a great job. Before that was what's his name? George Bush.
Yeah.
But I was so little back then, or young. I like politics. Wasn't interested in politics at all. So I don't remember much, but I remember he wasn't very liked.
No.
He wasn't very liked around the world.
No,
But Obama was a good guy. A good president, I would say also. He also, like, with every president, you can argue each way and you can go on forever, like, with arguments.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect at the end of the day. Obama did a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
Trump did a lot of great stuff. And I expect Biden to do a lot of great stuff too.
Yeah, of course. And also bad stuff.
Also
I think
mistakes.
that Trump gets too much, like it's like
because it's so easy to hate him.
Yeah,
like you love to hate him. That's why, and it's so
everything
easy.
he does, you can pick on him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
every like weird tweet that he puts out.
Yeah.
The
Do you remember the way he used to drink water? That became also like a big thing. Big thing, like it was like in the beginning of his like presidency.
I remember the handshake. And
the handshake was also.
I vaguely remember him drinking water.
He drank like.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird.
Now I remember. Yeah.
But it's also like he was weird. I mean, nobody drinks water like that, and nobody shakes hands with.
It's like what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg. Have you seen his hearings when he's the Facebook CEO?
Yeah.
Some
I've seen some of them.
When he's nervous or a little bit awkward maybe, and he acts like a robot.
Yeah.
When he doesn't know how to.
Yeah, or a lizard.
Like a lizard
He's been
person.
called a lizard. Somebody asked in some like Facebook live from him that, are you a lizard? And
yeah, he's a great meme. Also, like, speaking of robot people or lizard people, Elon Musk has also been referred to as like a outer space being that is acting like a person. Have you seen this? I got to show you. We'll put it up on YouTube, this picture. But there's this picture of Elon Musk ziplining, and it says that something like, this is what humans like to do, so I shall like to do it too.
I think I've seen it.
Let's see here. And he looks like he's not even enjoying it.
Oh yeah,
this one.
Yeah, I've seen that.
All right, Elon, this is called a zipline. And the humans, they enjoy this. They enjoy it very much, Elon. Then I shall enjoy it too.
Yeah.
Look at his face. He's not even enjoying.
He doesn't know how to.
He's computing what he's
Yeah.
doing. He's thinking about it. He's thinking, how stupid are we as humans that like to do this stuff? Anyway, yeah. 2020, crazy year.
Yeah, but
A lot happened and we made it.
we made it, and well, one thing I want to say is that this just showed me to appreciate like how far we've come as a species. Because if you like think about the Black Death, what is it called in English?
The plague.
The plague, yeah, the plague. So like, like if COVID would have happened during
Those times?
yeah,
Yeah. It was very nice to see how the world, like, all of a sudden came together
Yeah.
to fight this thing. It was not like the level of communication could have been better. Of course, you can always improve on anything. But how we came together to fight this was amazing to see.
well, China could have been a little bit more open about it.
Yeah, but we could have anticipated it too better. Like they told us about it, and we what was the city? No, not Shenzhen. Guangdong.
I don't remember.
But I remember like seeing the pictures of the city being shut off, and everyone being like forced into quarantine there. Like we could have looked at that and said, okay, we're gonna do something about this immediately.
Yeah.
Have some kind of be ready for this.
Yeah.
In some way.
Well, yeah, we were pretty naive.
Because we took so long to react, and then like we were kind of starting to talk about it, started to
do you remember
plan
when
what we're gonna do, and then whoop, all of a sudden it's in Italy.
Yeah.
So many people in Italy have it already. Oh my God, it's all over Europe already.
Yeah.
Oh, too late.
Yeah.
We gotta shut down.
Well, even when it was like when it came to Italy and people were like they had this quarantine. So
Wuhan, yeah.
When the COVID came to Italy and like they were like struggling there, we were still living our our normal life here in Finland. So
no issues.
Yeah. So we should have reacted more quickly.
Yeah. Italy, it was too late for them. They already had it when they were getting ready.
Yeah.
So they already had it, and they had to shut down completely, and that was crazy. And my heart goes out to the families who have lost their loved ones due to whatever situation, but due to COVID this year.
And for the people who still like think that COVID is some kind of government hoax, please, it's not like, even if you don't believe in COVID, that it's not like a big deal to wear a face mask or wash your hands
and just like every once in a while when we're in the grocery store or something, there are always these people that aren't wearing a mask and they come really close.
Yeah.
Just take a few steps back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine if you don't have the mask, but don't come close. Yeah. Just stay a little bit further away then.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was our recap about 2020. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Tell us what do you remember from 2020? What happened and were you able to live a semi-normal life or because I know people in New Zealand, for example, they were able to fight the coronavirus pretty early on, so that they're living a pretty normal life over there.
Yeah, and remember that we're just a couple of guys from the internet.
Right.
What do we know?
What do we know? leave us comments in the comment section. Join us in the conversation. And if you made it this far, subscribe and like this video. And we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah, we're still waiting for our first subscriber, so you will get good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck for you if you subscribe.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.